Hey, it's Game Hydro. We are playing weapon ball battles. We're going to give you some tips, tricks, cheats, strategies, and whatnot. Now, obviously, this game is a ripoff of another game, but this is, to be specific, it's weapon ball battles for iOS and Android platforms by Say Games. So, the game starts off pretty easy, gets a little tough as it goes on. So, there's two main ways to upgrade in the game. One of them is by drawing more talent cards. So each successive talent card that you draw, it becomes more expensive than the prior one. Let's hit draw, heating up, +5 rotation speed to all heroes. Now that's a fifth of the rotation of the heating up cards that we've drawn. So it added a fifth star to it and gave it 5 times the power that it originally had. So we're going to draw another. Caffeine, +2 to the rotation speed of all heroes. So essentially that's kind of similar to the heating up one, but with a little higher rarity. And you have more talent cards that you can unlock afterwards. They're going to be necessary, but luckily the game makes it pretty easy to grind for them. Then in your battle deck, you have various different weapon cards. Now, be sure to try out different combinations of cards in order to figure out what you like the best. Not only that, but try out different mixes of weapons for each stage that you play. Now, if you swap out one weapon for another weapon, the level in the battle deck will be the same as the level will be the same for your new card as it was for the previous card. For example, the sword here shows as level 1, but let's take that, equip, put it in the same slot as the bow. All of a sudden, now it's level 11, and the bow's level 1. All right, so I'm going to swap that back, though, because I like the bow best out of all these. Well, some of the best out of all these. You can use the white crystals in the game to upgrade a slot. So I'm going to upgrade the bow slot, obviously, because it's my favorite weapon anyway, so why not make my favorite weapon more powerful? If you can't afford to upgrade a weapon, but you want to put it in a higher level slot, though, all you got to do is tap something else. For example, the sword. And say you wanted to move the bow into slot 2. Put it into slot 2. Then move the shuriken into slot 4. Now, the gear that you equip, and each slot can equip its own gear, that will add to the statistics of your particular weapon. When you have blueprints or blue dust or whatever to do so, you can upgrade your gear and increase its level. A couple ways you can get more of that blue dust. One of them, actually, both of them are the challenge stages in general. One of which is the Royal Siege, the other of which is King's Nightmare. So let's tap King's Nightmare. This is what you get by playing it. You get the green diamonds, you get the blue dust for upgrades, and coins. Royal Siege, you can get rare keys for more equipment, blue dust, and diamonds. So let's do Royal Siege, actually. Let's see if we can beat this one. And we should be able to beat this one fairly easily. Let's go. So the whole point of Royal Siege is to break through the wall before your opponents do. So obviously you want to have as many of your guys on the screen as possible to do as much damage as possible. here, the bow is extraordinarily effective, so we are definitely putting the bow in. Now we are maxed out as far as how many of our weapon balls are on screen. So reduce the rotation. Pretty easy win. There we go. We won it. And if we wanted some extra time, and you can watch an ad video right now, but I've got the phone in airplane mode because there's a ton of random ad pop-ups in this game. So if you want to get rid of the random ads, play the game in airplane mode. Just be prepared that you won't be able to take any of the advertisement video bonuses offered or purchase any currency because there is no, because there's no connection in order to be able to do so. However, you can do basically anything else in this game. All right, so let's open some chests. We're going to use that purple key we just won to open an epic chest, regular chest. Now, you can either upgrade pieces of gear as you want, or just hit auto equip on all of them. Obviously, this one has a few that are upgradable. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. That one, it is inviting to exchange, but it's no upgrades available for that one. So, you know what? Let's go. Oh, be sure to collect your daily quests and collect the chests that they allow you to unlock. And you can tap one of the closed chests to see what exactly is in it. So, we're going to go play one of the new battles. Now, as always, you can try any combination of 4 weapons here, and thankfully, there is no sort of energy or stamina metric in this game, so you can play as many times as you want without having to cheat. Dagger, we're going to go with that first. That tends to be a pretty good first one. Get some hits in easily. My favorite upgrades here are the ones that affect all of the balls. Just not the healing ones, unless you're at a point where your balls have significantly lower hit points. All balls rotation. Now, one thing that you definitely want to avoid is having, if you're fighting against enemies that are only shield enemies in a specific round, avoid having the shield guy in your party, because if the shield enemy if the other 3 get knocked off and the shield hero ends up being the only one left, then no damage will be done between you and the shield enemies. You'll have to reset the stage, basically. All balls. Oh, look, an M16 shooting out bullets. So those burst firers are actually one of my favorites. I'm going to put the shuriken in for now, because it will throw shurikens and they will bounce back and forth until they hit an enemy, basically. Especially you get those extra bounces going, and look at all the damage that the shuriken is doing. You can see on the bottom part of the screen how much damage it's doing, as well as how many bounces you have, or in the case of the dagger, what the rotation speed is. We're going to put the bow in, and then give it shield guys. All balls damage, of course. The more damage, the faster the balance rate. Unfortunately, our dagger guy has kind of died off, but right now that is not necessarily making a big difference. Now, the Scythe dude poisons enemies. You can't really tell at first, but one good thing you can do with that poison is if you poison the final boss of the stage, but then you get knocked out, obviously you're going to have to watch an ad video in order to revive one of your heroes. But in the state of limbo, the pause state, you will still be able to see the poison working, and the boss health will drain all the way. Will keep draining until it hits 0. So just let it drain, and then watch an ad video to revive a character, and you will instantly win the stage after the ad video is done. All right, what do we want? Location, I'm realizing I forgot to turn the sound off in this game. Hopefully I'm not ruining the video that I'm shooting right now. Now, the reason I like the bow and the shuriken the best is you can upgrade them and get off more and more and more and more shots in a short amount of time with them, which makes them really, really easy to use. All right, so now I'm kind of cooked, but check out the little dudes flying around in the background. The Scythe poisoned them, or at least poisoned 2 of them. 3. Yeah, the Scythe poisoned some of them, and you can kind of see them just dying off in the background as we go. Now you can either choose to watch an ad video for 1 of these or for 4 of these, or to accept defeat. Because I don't want to play an ad video in my video, I'm going to accept defeat. 13,000 gold coins, 9,000 of those white gem things, white diamonds. So that's enough for multiple upgrades. 50 hit points, more rotation speed, gear upgrades, and upgrades to your weapons. So you can grind as many times as you want in order to earn the things that you need to upgrade your weapons. So remember to do that. All right. Thank you very much for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.